You're not going to recognize it. And when you get in there and you do something, you're going to get a case of the ass and get mad and try to fix it real fast. And that's going to compound the problem. And then you're going to start hemorrhaging money, and you're not going to realize what you're doing is stupid. Like, you're literally throwing good money after bad. And even though that it's commendable that you don't fear it, it's lunacy that you don't, because it's irresponsibility. It's lack of discipline. It's lack of control. And you need to be able to wrangle yourself in and say, okay, stop. I'm teaching you also to respect the level of risk when the conditions are not favorable for high probability. That's proper mentoring. That's proper learning. That's how you teach someone how to do this themselves, because I can teach you how to get into a trade. I can teach you money management. I can tell you what the patterns look like, and you can know them beautifully. Show you a chart, you can find it real quick. You'll be able to tape read 100% when the markets are really favorable. Where will you mess up in conditions like this where it can get ugly? And then that does what? It invites your lack of experience to draw on emotion. When someone has no or next to no experience being consistent or successful in something, and they taste failure, they immediately go into defensive. And because this is potentially money, and for men, the transaction of being right or wrong, and men don't like to be wrong. The same individuals that don't want to pull over and ask for directions. I'll pull over and ask for directions. I'm not wasting my time and my money and gas. I'll pull over and ask them, hey, tell me how to get somewhere. I'm never that kind of guy. But all my friends were the kind of guy that never wanted to pull over and ask for fucking directions, which made no fucking sense to me. Common sense is more likely to be in the female traders. Lack of common sense is usually in the men. So when you have this moment of conflicted analysis, the men will want to go in there and prove themselves. I'm better than this. I'll carve out something. I'm going to grab my club like a caveman, and I'll go out there and bonk something over its head and drag it back to my cave, because that's the way we roll. Where women will say, you know what? This isn't worth the risk. I have other things I can do, and I'll come back and look at the chart did, and it won't cost me any money. It won't cost me any time. It'll be a smaller time investment looking at it in hindsight, and I'll be able to glean whatever it was that took place from a risk-free perspective. Men generally don't like to do that. That's why men generally don't like to backtest, because they don't view that as effective club use, like a caveman going out there and bonk something over the head and drag it back to its cave. So if you ever get to the point where you can find your spouse or significant other, you know, as a trade partner, where that way you can be accountable to one another. If you're honest with each other and you're able to support one another and try not to compete, I believe that's the only way two minds can come together and be effective. If it's a spousal type thing or a life partner where you're committed to that person, and you maybe haven't gotten married yet or whatever, but you care about that person and you're trying to carve out a life with them. If you're both on the same page with learning how to do this, you can complement yourselves very well. What will not work, it will not work, is if you have your bro, okay, your buddy, the guy you go to the clubs with, the guys you hang out with on social media. You will find that usually will present static. And static happens when two things rub together, and men generally are abrasive. So there's going to be static, and one's going to want to size up the other. One's going to say that they're better or more right about something, and feelings will get hurt because of that superiority complex that one of them is going to have. And it's unfortunate, but that's just a weakness in men. You want to avoid those things in your trading. So how this fits in this is if you have a condition where the market is more likely to present a frustrating lack of precision elements, things that are favorable for low resistance liquidity run signatures, easy trading, let's call it that way. Okay. Easy trading days are not going to be found in what I'm showing you in the chart right now, because it's problematic. And you don't want to invite the opportunity for you to discover that you should have stayed out. And when you get yourself in that situation, you will feel emotional regret. And you'll do what? You're going to want to replace that feeling of regret, remorse, because you didn't stay out, because you wanted to do something to see what would happen. Now you found out what would happen, and you don't like the place. You had a bad experience, and you're going to want to fix it real quick, because you're thinking if you fix it, that is the Band-Aid, and you'll never do that again. When it's not true, because if you can fix it, you're going to think, well, I'll take the chance again because I fixed it the last time. I'm a better trader than I thought I was. So many people, and even myself when I was 20, I thought I could do that, and it just made it worse. So you don't want to invite the opportunity for you to get emotional. See, you don't see me emotional when I'm in a trade. Like I really don't give a shit what it's doing. I'm just monitoring and managing what it is that I believe it shouldn't do. I'm allowing the time element to let price do what it might do. The probabilities are there for it to reach to a liquidity or an efficiency, the draw on liquidity. I don't know with 100% of surety that it's going to do that, because if I did, I wouldn't use a stop loss and I would go full margin every time. But because there is a hand in this world that manipulates and will disrupt things that are in modes of continuity, you have to preserve yourself with the only shield you have, which is risk and money management. So when you get into these situations and you trade and you force something to occur and try to make a trade happen because you want to see where you measure up with someone with 3 decades of experience, then you find out you should have done nothing and should have listened to the old man. Now you're in that position where you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. Because if you sit still, you're still going to sit still and regret. But if you sit still for a long enough time, you're going to try to fix the problem that you created for yourself and trade again in conditions that's most likely not going to favor you being profitable or overcoming the drawdown. And you'll do what? You'll increase your lot sizes because you're thinking, okay, the market's not moving that much, so I have to do a larger trade position, and I won't need that much of a move to get myself fixed, Vinny. And it doesn't work like that, does it? You keep blowing out and blowing out and blowing out. That's a classic loser cycle. I know that. I did that when I was 20 years old. And I'm trying to teach you, all of you, how to avoid that. It's a simple process. If you can recognize and identify the moment where things are highly unlikely, you stop. And that means you put the pause button on trading even when you're in drawdown. Remove yourself from risk. Come back another day. You have to do that. Because if you don't do it, your broker's not going to do it for you. I can't do it for you. And your spouse or your partner, they're likely not to be able to do it either. So you want to make sure that you're not inviting yourself into conditions that's going to cause you to be emotional, erratic in your decision making, gamblers. You don't want the gambler driving the car. The gambler's going to say how many times he can go over the yellow line and still not get in an accident. He wants to see how fast he can go before he gets a speeding ticket. He wants to see how many drinks he can drink before he crashes. That's the risk taker that you don't want running your business. The trader that defends the business from the gambler in you and listens to the wisdom and guidance of the analyst in you, that's who you are most times as a trader. You're always fighting to keep that balance point between not wanting to be the gambler, the reckless individual, the risk taker, the over leveraging, the more frequent trader than he should have been, and listening to the sound logic that comes from the analyst, the model. Once you know your model, that's the analyst in you. You refer back to, okay, what would the analyst have me do? Well, what's your model say? What's the rules? Don't trade in these conditions. Okay, I'm not trading. I'm not trading. But the gambler says, but listen, look at this. No, you turn the charts off and you go do something else. You deny the gambler any opportunity to start the car because the gambler's drunk. They're drunk on chasing a clout, attention, a feel-good dopamine hit of being right. The gambler exists to be right. The trader doesn't need to be right. The trader is just focusing on profitability and managing risk. The analyst is just following rules. It's completely devoid of any emotion. It's not trying to prove anything. It has nothing to prove. It's in no competition. It doesn't care, ultimately, who's doing the executions or lack thereof. It's the logic, the model itself. The trader has to manage and wrestle the gambler, which is emotional and psychological tug of war. You're made up of three people: an analyst, your model. If you don't have a model, then there's no analyst. If there's no analyst, what are you? A trader that gambles. And you wonder why you're struggling. You wonder why you're losing on live streams. You're letting the gambler compensate for image. You want image to build you up, Vinny. Stop trying to impress everybody. Just simply follow sound logic. And when it ain't right, just stop. You'll do far much more damage if you continuously trade like that versus just using sound logic, saying, okay, I keep doing the same things over and over and over again, and I keep losing. And then you're compounding that pain and frustration if you do it in front of the world. That embarrassment, that shame, that regret, that will fester. And none of that improves a trader. It causes more toxic thinking, and toxic thinking creates an opportunity to do what? More arm wrestling, more Olympic feats. And you're making trading harder than it has to be by inviting those very conditions. And you're doing it in conditions in the marketplace that are not highly favorable for really fast, easy runs. It's choppy right now. And an experienced trader that's been around profitably knows that. Someone that is hit and miss success doesn't see it, doesn't recognize it, can't even understand what's going on until afterwards, and then regret, remorse, emotional damage. So there's no shame in saying, I don't know what to do right now, so I have to wait for more information. Think about it. I told you before, this is war. When you turn those charts on, you're ready to do battle. If you don't look at it like that, because it's not a video game. It's not. It is your livelihood and other people's livelihood. That's not a fucking video game, okay? You can lose your entire financial condition if you let yourself get reckless. You have to be sober in your decision making, why you're doing something, why you're not doing something. And if the market is highly unfavorable, and I have no shame telling you, I believe I'm pretty good. And I don't feel any anxiety saying right now, I don't know what to do next. So therefore, I'm going to sit still. You never hear these other people out there that are claiming to be smart or teachers or mentors or gurus or whatever. You never hear them articulate why they don't know how to find something next. They are constantly trying to put something in front of someone saying, here's the next move. There's never a time when they have a lack of a opinion or analysis. They always have something they're trying to do. When someone that knows how to trade, has traded profitably, and has been consistently doing it for decades or a number of years, they're not going to talk like that. They're not going to try to communicate to the masses that they can always go in and do something all the time. That's the problem with social media. It makes you think that's the best thing for you to be doing for your audience or your student base or whatever. The gambler's running the show. You don't want that. You want the trader running the show. And the trader has the responsibility of running the business, where the gambler is just wanting to test drive daddy's new sports car when he's outside the house. The analyst, it's just the logic. The trader respects the wisdom that comes from the analyst or the model. The gambler doesn't respect it. The gambler thinks that they can operate outside the parameters that the model or the analyst would place on the trading business that you're running and feel like they can get away with it. And what happens if it's right? They can make a whole lot more money if you just break the rules and over leverage and buy more contracts or sell more contracts. And I have a couple more minutes left in the day. Let me just go one more time. That's a characteristic of someone that's not consistently profitable. I have seen that so many times over the last 26 years, teaching folks that have that same hallmark example of lack of self-control. And that is I can't teach it. That's something you have to forge that on your own. And the only way I've ever seen it happen was pain and loss. And usually people with substance abuse problems are so numbed by either alcohol, drugs, they can't see what they're doing to themselves. And in their trading, they self-destruct continuously and they mask it. They hide it and they put band-aids and masks on it so that way they can't ever really see it. And they hide it from anyone else. But you can't hide it from someone that can see what it is. I've seen it. Lots of individuals out there on social media, whether they're on YouTube or Twitter or Instagram, whatever it is, Facebook, those characteristics shine through any mask. Any attempt to hide it is not successful. You won't be successful in hiding it either. So why invite those opportunities? In short and in closing, we really are closing. When times are like this, when I'm telling you from the analyst perspective, there's no high probability. But if I say I have to decide something for you to study, don't take that as an invitation to say, okay, ICT just gave me the code word, we're going short. That's not what I said. I'm saying just study it, but don't have any interest in pushing a button, because I'm not going to be pushing a button. I'm not going to come back to you during the London session. I'm not going to come to you in the morning and say, hey, you need a dose, and show you what I did. I'm going to be physically away from the charts. That's how I manage myself. That's what I needed to learn when I was 20 years old, because I felt like I was better than I was when I wasn't really good yet. I wouldn't be able to admit that back then. But knowing what I know now and who I am and what my skill set is now, I didn't know anything when I was 20. Even when I started making money, I didn't know shit. So it's imperative that you identify these times. And if I'm telling you I don't have a high probability condition right now, use that, adopt that as your experience right now, and just submit to that. I promise you, if you do this year, the times that I do it, and I'm going to explain why, and hopefully I've communicated it clear enough tonight as to why the chart's not communicating it to me in terms of a very high probability condition. So since it's doing that and it's removing the opportunity for high probability, then I have to communicate that to you as a student. Otherwise, I'm not a good mentor. I'm inviting you to make your own decisions in quicksand. And what's going to happen is you're going to fall into that quicksand tonight or tomorrow, and you're going to get yourself stuck. And then what are you going to do? You're going to panic, and you're going to start moving around a lot more. And in quicksand, the more you move around, the faster you sink. So I'm telling you, don't go near the sand. Do something else. I promise you the market will be there tomorrow afternoon. It'll be there on Thursday. It'll be there Friday. There's plenty of opportunities. Plenty. But you have to learn this skill set, because this is the one, this one right here, starts the whole drawdown blown account. Because you're forcing something in conditions that are not conducive for high probability development. I promise you that a lecture like this doesn't have the same impact on a new student than that of someone that has gone through it and they can recognize, I wish I would have heard that when I first started. But it's unfortunate when people are new, they don't appreciate these types of lectures or discussions because they don't have any frame of reference. They don't know. And they think they're going to be the exception. And as good as I am today, yes, I thought I was the exception when I was 20, and I was not the exception. I was the poster child for failing. Okay. I blew account and blew account and blew account, and I didn't care about it. I didn't feel enough pain by blowing the accounts when I was 20. I had to go through a series of those things until I got to the point where I was so frustrated, I had to take away every part of trading for a while. And for like 4 or 5, maybe even 6 months almost, I didn't do anything with it. I contemplated quitting. At the time I called it quitting, but I was just stopping until I figured out a way that I can raise more money to fund another account. So I really wasn't quitting. I was just frustrated because I didn't have a way of making more money to get the money into an account again. So anyway, I've droned on enough. I've communicated what I wanted to communicate tonight. And I want you to know that I'm doing my best to guide you like I would have been wanting someone to guide me. I know what I wanted to have back then, and I know what would have benefited me the most from a mentor. And I'm talking to myself in this discussion. I'm not thinking of my children. I'm not thinking of anyone particular here, but I'm referring to my younger self as I've talked to you tonight. And if I could go back in time and talk to myself, these are the types of lessons, and grabbing by the lapel and shake Michael and say, look, this is where you're going to blow your account. This is what you're going to not see. You're not going to recognize it. And when you get in there and you do something, you're going to get a case of the ass and get mad and try to fix it real fast. And that's going to compound the problem. And then you're going to start hemorrhaging money, and you're not going to realize what you're doing is stupid. Like you're literally throwing good money after bad. And even though that it's commendable that you don't fear it, it's lunacy that you don't, because it's irresponsibility. It's lack of discipline. It's lack of control. And you need to be able to wrangle yourself in and say, okay, stop. There's other days where this could be made back rather easy. You don't want to dig yourself into a pit that you can't come back out of. You don't want to bring emotional damage to your decision making, because you're going to be thinking about what you did wrong. You dusted another profitable day. You dusted another account. You dusted a whole month or a week's worth of progress, doing something that you should have known better not to do. And it all starts on these environments right here, right now. In trading competitions, in contests, and social media arm wrestling matches all over the world right now, people are trying, some of them are in secret, working their ass off, and they're going to try to pop out later on. I know. But you're all trying to work too hard in conditions that are not favorable. And when they loosen up and the market becomes more favorable, I will be doing stunning shit in the marketplace. I'm going to show you moves you've never seen before. I'm going to show you equity returns that you've never seen before. But you can't do that in this type of environment. It's stagnant. It's choppy. It's not moving, which is what you need when you really want to parlay accounts out. Now you're looking at me doing this and thinking, man, I could just do that. This is nothing. This is nothing. This is me working inside small ranges and building what I can within what the market's giving me. When these ranges start opening up and they're large, I'm going to be in there taking 85, 90% of the daily range. We won't be doing no 20 handle moves. We're going to be doing there several hundred moves because they're coming. We'll have them and I'll be in them, riding the whole fucking thing from beginning to end, pyramiding and pyramiding and pyramiding and pyramiding. And there ain't going to be a person on any social media venue going to come close to what I'm doing this year. So on that note, until next time, be safe.
Away, Massacant, away. Father, I thank you. Father, I glorify you. Lord, I honor you and adore you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for your mercy, your love, and your compassion. Spirit of the living God, I pray that you lead me and guide me. I pray for wisdom and strength this day. I pray that I'm tuned to your frequency in the mighty name of Jesus. Take over, take charge, take control, take preeminence, oh Lord, over this session in Jesus' name. Amen. Away, Massacant, away. Dintanga madogo. Mabane joyo. Do. Che stiamo con capa di sto. This. Nago was stop loss not even 100 pips, maybe above this high, and put my TP here. What's this time? But anyway, should have, could have, would have, I was not around. It is what it is. On sorry. I don't even know if I'm gonna press the button today because it's a Friday talk. So, and there's news now in 2 minutes. It's gonna plunge down. Is it plunge? Previous week low. Previous month low. Intelligence. Virala. Wetala. I don't know if I'm tired or it's this coffee with milk down. Once we sweep this previous month low, okay, this guy didn't want to go to 50% of the opening range gap, even though it's not that big. Something he just wants to fall. can use it for. Guys, with the recent fall, let me say yesterday and the previous day before, like, I was thinking in the morning when I was bathing, I don't know. I don't know the stock market, how it works now. I don't wanna lie. So like when there's war, obviously car manufacturers and TV stations, they make money because social media makes money because everyone wants to know. Government, not government, car manufacturers, they raking in money because everybody wants weapons. Those ones, their stock I think goes up. And then there's these ones. These other ones. How do these other ones? How effective are they in affecting the market, the stock market? No. Because I'm telling you, it's definitely about to go down. It's smelling in the air. It's smelling in the air, bro. I don't wanna lie. Oh, we are in a big city. We are definitely, it's smelling, dog. Like the stock market is gonna get dumped, dog. Some stocks are gonna get dumped. So me, I just want to understand when the time comes. I'm more technical than fundamentals, but fundamentals also work. They also work, so I can make it joke because this coffee is just making me so. Should I be waiting? Let me check. 5 minutes. Is there an inefficiency? Not here, not here. Okay, so if this one finishes like this, Ja. Ja, no. Previous week low. Come on. Come on. Yo, guys, what's going on? Yo. So can Nasdaq fell. Like it's only Nasdaq that's moving crazy like this. Yeah, man. Yo, 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 yo. Excited. I don't know. 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 Jesus. Yeah. Let me drink water, dog. Let me drink water. Bra, you know yesterday, ne? Le go nne tshwantse re teng jwa ga fitla lo fitla. We didn't even get to where we were supposed to go to. It was some dodgy place. Alright. Mm, mm, mm. Madlanga. Madlanga commission. Madlanga. Every day ke madlanga. Every day ke madlanga. Madlanga des madlanga. Onye wa musota ke madlanga.
Okay, wait. If you're not using your grocery, just search
I forgot my Vaseline at home though. Yo, ejo Tyler with a rejo. Yo. Quick fast in a hurry, in and out. Yo. Nigga, you crazy. Lumi.
But once again, I'm not fancy with the cost to have certificate on antibiotics. Normally, that's a signal that it's gonna be garbage. But yeah.
Which one is this one doing? Oh, ES.
Myself, the small profit is real nothing for me. $100 is just like drop in the ocean.
Bro, me, I'm not gonna compare myself to these guys. These people have been profitable for I don't know how long. So they know their thing. I don't know. Let's see. No. CV. I think there's just too much dog. Too much lines. I can say this one. Let me take out this. Let me take out this and that so I can see, because I can't see even here. Let me just do this text center so I can see much better. London, let me take you out. I can see you. Go back to where you were. Center, middle. Alright. 5. Okay. Okay, 5 I can leave these guys on, because it's actually cleaner than that 15-minute chart. Let me do this. Let me see. I know it's gonna go up. How far? I do not know. Yeah. don't know, can target these highs. What am I doing? Alright. I'm Fanona. If 5 minutes, if the 5 minute chat leaves me, I'm done, my dog. I'm done. I'm telling you, dog. And Kanya got stopped out. Let me show you. When this guy got stopped out, dog. Look, just before the US session.
Now this is what I call a fuck you candle. See this? It's called a fuck you candle.
Yeah.
The thing goes like from all of this movement got cancelled by one candle. Straight to stop loss. Yeah. I know I knew it.
And then there's another one. Wednesday again. I laughed. I'm like, hey, Wahalas. Yo. Yeah, ish. This our business is not for the faint-hearted. You feel like throwing away this laptop, banging it against the wall, my dog. I'm telling you. You see, Wawana like no. You see, Wawan. Me, I'm waiting for a retracement. Let it play inside Nyana. No. As we are going. Nah, you're never and easy. It's like this. I'm fine, especially on the 5 minute chat, my dog. And after such a dump, it's gone, my dog. Oh, you know what I was thinking when I was bathing, dog? Another thing. Market maker sell model, my dog. You know why? Oh, there's too much things here. Let me remove. Oh, why Ujemano? Why is it Jamie now? Carve this dog. Bella, this is the thing I get. The original consolidation came back, went up. Ne? Now, what if this is the manipulation? And then it consolidates, and then we are going down. Because now, why? It's wartime, my dog. It's wartime. So stocks might be, I don't know, I'm just thinking. I'm just saying this because it's wartime. So, amen. Anything can happen at this point, my dog. Anything can happen. Let me take out this Sula. You get either we're gonna come all the way down to this bullish breaker. I'm hoping. Let me check the monthly chart, dog. Consolidation, it didn't come all the way down here. Just a tip nyana, faka tlhogo nyana fela mfana. Faka tlhogo came, then went up. What if this is the manipulation? This up move. What if this is the manipulation to go up? And then we're gonna treat this BC as inversion fair value gap to come to this sell side. Come on, walk with me. Then you can't come this far. This is way too low. They're not gonna allow it to come this far. This sell side or this, Yeah, this one. Which one is this one? Oh, yeah, this cell side or this cell side. I mean, they might just bring it here. It's too low there. But I'm not smoking, eh? You get. I was thinking when I was taking a shower in the morning, I'm like, because bruh, the child is always in the mind. The child is always in the mind. So I'm like, what if? Eh? What if? Because now, because this week, this premium week, we just went halfway, and then now we are going down. And I'm thinking, no, man, we might continue going down because we have unfinished business down here. This BC, which is very, 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 very crucial. This BC, according to me, not according to anyone, but according to me, this BC is very crucial. Then when you come to this BC, we might go all the way to this sell side, order block, bullish breaker, or come all the way down here. We don't know, my dog. It's about to go down, eh? It's about to go down, Joe. Yeah, I'm fine. Not Israel, America and Iran are doing the things that side in the Middle East. So we'll see, my dog. We'll see once the war is full. Because even after watching yesterday's podcast, Stephen Butler, Diary of a CEO, I'm like, no, man. Nah, man. Something is fishy here. Warren Buffett sold all of his stock. Taco Apple. I'm like, nah, man. Something is fishy, dog. You get, look at this thing coming up here. If it comes down here, I'm gonna go up with it, because it's not gonna go down anytime soon. And like, not anytime soon. Today is not going any down. It's not gonna go down. It achieved previous month low, 1 and I left it to go, dog. If it comes here, let me see, 5. Should be 75, eh? The quarter. The 10 quarter. The 10 quarter should settle down, brother. Joe, ya tsamaya, Joe. What? Oh. Hey, Joe, ya tsamaya, Joe. No, man. Don't tell me not coming back down. Come down. Come on. Because we have a minor buy side here. Okay. No. It's not the one this side. Just you. And then let me see if there's a C. Okay. Or it could be accumulation, manipulation, and then you're going back up to not this high. I'm in Asia High. Come on. See this by side. It's this one. This swing high. Alright. Come on. I'm taking a risk of going up with it. There we go. Hey. Let me just do. Hey, bona itsamaile sho. Now let me just do it below this. It's not a swing low, but this. I'm not gonna enter with my life funds. Should I? Shouldn't I? Nah, not on Friday, dog. But TGIF, my dog. Let me see the weekly TGIF, my dog. TGIF 28. It's 25,409. 28,409. Hey, man, yo, it's not coming back, dog. It's gone. Gone. I won't enter, dog, with my life funds. I should have entered with my life funds here. Let me show you. And then partials here. And I'm not doing it with my life funds. Nope. Is there even a King Kisibine? Oh yeah. Which CB is it? This one. Amposki, you see? Amposki. I'm not gonna do it, my dog. Nope. Not with my life funds. Not with my $7. Which one is this one? Okay. What if it just boom? Because you see now it's not going. It's not giving, dog. See? We even just went as far as the halfway. One. You see? You see this close, this candle. I'm not that desperate, dog. I know I'm desperate, but not that desperate to blow an account again. Nah, proper risk management, my dog. Proper. I don't play that game. I've blown and I've blown. That thing, I'm done. Well, not done. You know, somewhere somehow along, even if when you are profitable, somewhere somehow, you're gonna blow some few accounts here and there. But for now, because this is where I am now currently, I'm not gonna play that game, my dog. I'm not gonna play that game. Nope. That thing hurts, dog. Yo. That thing hurts, my dog. Oh, you know on the 5 minute, ne? You know what? Should have waited for it to close above. Ish. Should have waited for it to close above. But anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is. Antwara. Yo, I think we're gonna go all the way to the south side. Hey, Mvana. Hey, let me see. From there, 977. Hey, okay, I got 99. This south side, and then we have a resistant, support level, because it's coming down. Retail, but it's a support level. This area, then man, and this was gonna be a perfect entry, dog. Jo, ha ha ha, jo, ha ha ha. Nota. Okay, yeah, here's that level. And then that cell side, there is, nah, it's too far, that one, chief. That one is too far. Nah, that one is too far. For 4 hour, it's not pretty. For 4 hour though. I mean 1 hour and 4 hours. Maybe by Asia session when markets open on Sundays. Maybe, but not today. For today, let me see the daily. You gotta have a daily target. Maybe this low, the opening of this is opening 83.1, low 81.5. Yeah, this. So let me see. Let's see, dog. Let's see if we're gonna come back up here. 200 X. You see, yes. We'll see. There's no 5 minutes. Okay, it's just this guy. It's just that guy. But look at the structure also, my dog. Thing is, this is a key level. That's the thing. Can't just boom. This is a key level. On top. All of these guys haven't moved. It's just this Sula. No, man. What am I doing? You gotta have a daily target. Okay, this side we did. Is it beginning with the John Wick situation now? Oh, we're just gonna consolidate, take out this high or this low, and then go the other direction. But again, it's Friday. Markets are gonna close, so that's another thing. Go to check out market structure. Tesla. So you are going down. Jesu. Nope. Not anymore. Okay. Meta. Microsoft. Nvidia. No man. Nvidia yakhana yo. Nvidia doesn't play that game. SpaceX. Hey. Telling you, dog, we are here to play around. Take out the high, continue down if you're going down, take out the low, then go up. I'm not playing this game. Not on a Friday. Nope. I refuse. Not Fridays, my dog. Not on a Friday. Not up in here. The first lesson of the day is never disrespect God. That's the reason you niggas will never blow up. I always talk about God because He blessed me. This beef messed up a lot of relationship with a lot of niggas. He managed to do the same thing with Cash Time. No one's about to do it, but it's cool. I got mad rhymes. I guess it's me against the whole game, okay. Well, in that case, that I won't aim. Every time you tweet something and delete it, I forgive you cause I know it's not you, it's the cocaine. Ha. Refill your polo. I'm telling you, my dog, there's nothing here. Especially after this run. Nah. The only people who are making money now are the scalper. I don't know what they're called. Those guys take here, exit here. Take here, exit here. Me, I don't play that game, chief. Me, I don't play that game. Who's calling me now? 3 minutes. Boom, 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 boom. All right, Tuesday, Tuesday, Tuesday. All right, all right, all right.